Jail time. Kody is caught face screaming in fear. Aurora and Robyn Brown declare war. Coyote finds the secret buyer of the land pass. Hello friends, I am Elena. Welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Kody Brown has officially hit rock bottom. After years of controversy, family division, and legal trouble brewing beneath the surface, it has finally come to this: jail time. News broke early this morning that Kody Brown had been taken into custody by authorities following a lengthy investigation tied to shady real estate dealings, suspicious financial movements, and disturbing internal family conflicts that had been brewing for years. The most shocking part? This time, even Robyn and Aurora have had enough, and they're fighting back in ways nobody expected. It all began with Coyote Pass, the infamous piece of land that was supposed to be the future of the Brown family's legacy. Kody had pitched it as a shared dream, a sprawling property where each wife would have her own home and the children could grow up close to each other. But behind that dream was a nightmare of secrecy, broken promises, and now, possibly criminal behavior. According to sources close to the family, Kody had been secretly shopping the Coyote Pass land to a buyer without the full consent of all the property owners. The alleged buyer, whose identity was hidden until recently, has finally been exposed. A private investigation, ironically led by someone close to the Brown family, revealed that Kody had been in contact with an out-of-state development firm who had made a multi-million-dollar offer for the land. The offer was made in exchange for a complete commercial redevelopment of the entire property. When Robyn Brown, Kody's supposed favorite and final remaining legal wife, found out, the fallout was instant. Robyn reportedly screamed, "You betrayed all of us," during a heated confrontation with Kody after discovering emails and wire transfer documents hidden in his home office. But it didn't stop there. Aurora, Robyn's daughter, was equally outraged. She had grown up believing Coyote Pass would one day be hers, a place she could build her future. In a surprising twist, Aurora took the lead in pushing for answers. She demanded to know the buyer's identity and went straight to Janelle and Christine for help. What started as a quiet inquiry quickly became an all-out war inside the Brown family, pitting Kody against not just his ex-wives but also his once loyal inner circle. The final blow came when Robyn and Aurora publicly disassociated from Kody's decision. "He's no longer making choices for this family," Aurora stated boldly on a live stream, while Robyn released a carefully worded but emotionally loaded statement. "I stood by Kody when others walked away, but betrayal from within your own walls cuts the deepest. We are done protecting him." As if things couldn't get worse, the Coyote Pass transaction had also caught the attention of local authorities, who were already suspicious of how the property had been handled. Investigators had been watching Kody's bank accounts, phone records, and business filings. As it turns out, Kody allegedly attempted to move part of the money through a shell company based in Nevada, money that may have belonged at least partially to his ex-wives and even some of the children who had invested in the property over the years. Once the dots were connected, it didn't take long for a warrant to be issued. Kody was arrested late Friday evening, reportedly without resistance, though sources close to the scene say he was emotionally erratic and shocked that Robyn had not come to his defense. "He kept asking where Robyn was," a family insider shared. But she had already made her decision. This sudden shift in Robyn's loyalty shocked longtime fans of Sister Wives, many of whom had accused her of enabling Kody for years. But insiders say Robyn felt deeply betrayed and manipulated, especially after learning Kody had already taken an advance payment for the land, money she says was never disclosed to her. Meanwhile, the family civil war has only intensified. Aurora, no longer content to be passive, has now hired legal representation to investigate whether she and her siblings were wrongfully excluded from decisions affecting their future inheritance. Christine and Janelle are allegedly cooperating with her efforts and may pursue civil action to recover any potential losses. Adding another layer of drama, Meri Brown has reportedly distanced herself from the entire ordeal, calling it the inevitable crash of a train I stopped riding years ago. Though she hasn't directly commented on the arrest, her cryptic Instagram post reading, "Justice isn't revenge. Its accountability," has gone viral. Meanwhile, the identity of the secret buyer has now been confirmed. a high-end luxury real estate developer based in Phoenix, known for turning large tracts of rural land into resort-style housing and entertainment districts. Their representatives have denied any wrongdoing, claiming they were under the impression the sale was fully consensual and legally clean. But with the property now tied up in legal disputes, the deal has been frozen indefinitely. Kody, now facing legal battles on multiple fronts, remains in custody pending further investigation. His bond has not been set. He faces charges related to wire fraud, conspiracy, and misrepresentation in real estate dealings. Depending on the outcome, Kody could be facing years behind bars. In the meantime, the rest of the Brown family seems determined to move forward without him. Robyn, once fiercely private, has been seen consulting with lawyers and even engaging with fans online in ways she never did before. Aurora is reportedly planning to start her own YouTube channel to tell her side of the story. Christine and Janelle have expressed interest in joining her, saying the truth has been buried long enough. As for Coyote Pass, the land that once symbolized unity is now a battleground, both literal and emotional. But maybe that's fitting. For years, the Brown family tried to hold together a broken system. And now, with the foundation shattered and secrets exposed, the real rebuilding can finally begin. In the aftermath of Garrison Brown's tragic passing, the sister wives' family has been forced to confront pain, silence, and years of unresolved emotional distance. The center of it all stands Kody Brown, once the spiritual patriarch of a large polygamist family, now a fractured father trying to find his way through grief and regret. For many fans, the key question remains: has Kody made any effort to repair the strained relationships with his children since Garrison's death? Kody Brown's relationship with many of his older children, particularly those from his first three wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, has been rocky for years. Tensions intensified during the COVID-19 pandemic, when his strict household rules alienated several of his kids, including Garrison and Gabriel. Kody's emotional distance and inability to reconnect deeply with his adult children had become a major storyline on Sister Wives, leading many viewers to wonder whether the damage was permanent. Garrison's passing shocked the family. His death was unexpected, painful, and deeply traumatic. For Janelle, it shattered her world. For Gabriel, it left a wound that words could never mend. And for Kody, it created a moment of reckoning. The grief was undeniable. Even Kody, often criticized for his emotional detachment, was visibly broken. But did that grief motivate him to begin healing old wounds with his children? According to those close to the family, Kody did reach out after Garrison's passing. He attended the services and made an effort to be present, if not always emotionally available. His appearance was noted, but it was also met with mixed emotions. Some of his children reportedly found comfort in his presence, while others struggled with unresolved anger, especially over how distant he had been in the years leading up to Garrison's death. Gabriel, once close with his father, has kept a low profile. Their falling out during the pandemic was one of the most heartbreaking family rifts featured on the show. Gabriel had tried more than once to reconnect with his father, even calling him on his birthday only to be ignored. That moment haunted fans and became symbolic of the larger emotional void in Kody's relationships. After Garrison's passing, insiders say Kody did speak privately with Gabriel, but whether any deep healing occurred remains uncertain. With Janelle, the mother of both Garrison and Gabriel, the relationship appears to be strained yet civil. Janelle has always been practical, supportive, and protective of her children. In interviews, she expressed her grief with dignity and honesty. When it came to Kody, she didn't mince words. She was devastated that her sons felt so abandoned, and she hoped Kody would take accountability. It's unclear whether any apology from Kody ever came, but sources suggest that their communication improved slightly in the wake of Garrison's passing, likely out of necessity rather than reconciliation. Christine, who had already divorced Kody and moved on with her life, reportedly reached out to Janelle immediately after the tragedy. As for Kody, her contact with him has been minimal. Christine has been vocal about how disappointed she was in Kody's relationships with their children, and while she encouraged her kids to maintain some level of connection with their father, she never forced it. After Garrison's passing, Christine's focus remained on supporting her own children and being there for Janelle. Mary, though not biologically connected to Garrison, was part of the Brown family for decades and felt the pain of his loss deeply. She posted a brief, emotional tribute, acknowledging the heartbreak and praying for peace. Her relationship with Kody had long since deteriorated, and there is little evidence that Garrison's passing changed that. They exist in separate spheres now, both emotionally and spiritually. As for Robyn and her children, the dynamic is more complicated. Robyn had always been perceived, rightly or wrongly, as Kody's favorite, and her children had closer, more stable relationships with him. However, the division between Robyn's household and the rest of the family had widened over the years. Garrison had publicly expressed resentment over how Kody seemed to prioritize Robyn's family. After the loss, Robyn was seen offering condolences and attending the memorial, but her presence reportedly stirred mixed feelings among the other siblings. Some insiders claim that Kody has shown signs of deep regret. He's been quieter, more introspective, and less defensive. He's reportedly reached out to several of his older children in small ways, phone calls, and quiet attempts to reconnect. Whether those efforts were accepted or welcomed is another matter. Trust takes time, and the emotional wounds are still raw. From the children's perspective, the years of emotional neglect aren't easy to forget. For many of them, Garrison's passing was a cruel reminder of what had been lost, not just a beloved brother but the idea of a unified family. Some children have reportedly expressed a willingness to forgive but not forget. Others are keeping their distance, unsure if Kody's remorse is genuine or just reactive. Fans of Sister Wives remain divided. Some believe this tragedy might be the catalyst Kody needs to truly self-reflect and prioritize his relationships with his children over his ego. Others think it's too little too late. Garrison's death, they argue, was preventable, if only someone had been more emotionally available, more involved, more present. The truth is likely somewhere in between. People grieve differently. People change, slowly, painfully, and often imperfectly. Whether Kody Brown will ever fully repair the bonds he broke with his children remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: Garrison's passing has left a mark that none of them can ignore. Kody Brown has always prided himself on being the head of his plural family. But things have been far from smooth since multiple wives walked away, and now even his relationship with Robyn Brown, once viewed as his most stable, appears to be unraveling. In a shocking turn of events, Kody reportedly stormed out of Flagstaff after a major disagreement with Robyn, choosing to leave town alone and angry. The latest fracture in the sister wives dynamic comes after months of mounting tension between Kody and Robyn. Once seen as his favorite wife, Robyn had long maintained a firm position by Kody's side, especially during his fallout with Mary, Janelle, and Christine. However, sources close to the Brown family reveal that the once tightly bonded pair have been dealing with growing conflict behind closed doors. Now, the drama has reached a boiling point. According to insiders, the disagreement that led to Kody's sudden departure was not a small matter. While the exact details remain private, those familiar with the situation say it stemmed from Robyn pressing Kody to make amends with the rest of his children, particularly those from his previous marriages. Robyn has been increasingly uncomfortable with the emotional toll the fractured relationships have taken on the family, particularly the children. She reportedly urged Kody to take responsibility for his part in the estrangement and find a way to repair those bonds. Kody, on the other hand, did not take kindly to what he saw as Robyn questioning his authority or decisions. The idea that she would take sides with the other wives or even hint at his parenting failures appeared to hit a nerve. The discussion reportedly escalated quickly, with raised voices and accusations. Kody, never known for backing down in moments of tension, was said to be furious and deeply hurt by what he interpreted as Robyn turning on him. Following the explosive argument, Kody made a swift decision. He packed up and left Flagstaff without saying much to anyone else. Those close to the family were stunned. Kody and Robyn had appeared to be the last united front within the plural marriage, and seeing that bond crack has left fans and even family members worried about the future. Robyn was reportedly devastated by the incident. Though she had pushed Kody to acknowledge the damage done, she didn't anticipate that it would push him away so completely. She believed that by encouraging him to face his mistakes, she was helping him become a better father and partner. But Kody's response made it clear that he saw things differently. This isn't the first time Kody has responded with emotional withdrawal when confronted. During his past conflicts with Christine, Mary, and Janelle, he often chose anger, distance, and defensiveness over introspection. That pattern appears to be continuing, even with Robyn, the wife he once described as his soulmate. Family insiders believe that Kody's departure is more than just a temporary cooldown. He reportedly told Robyn he needed space and that he was tired of being attacked. He felt cornered, misunderstood, and disrespected in his own home. Those words, painful as they may be, echo similar things he said before other separations in the family occurred. The news of his sudden exit quickly reached the adult children, many of whom have strained relationships with their father. While some expressed concern, others were less surprised. Some even saw the incident as a long-overdue consequence of years of stubbornness and favoritism. A few of the children reportedly felt vindicated, pointing out that Kody is now experiencing the same abandonment he once made them feel. Robyn, meanwhile, has stayed in Flagstaff with her children, attempting to hold things together. She has reportedly been emotional and distraught in the wake of Kody's departure. Despite their fallout, she still hopes he'll return and work through the issues. But she's also beginning to understand the very same frustrations Christine and Janelle tried to explain for years. For the first time, Robyn is seeing how difficult it can be to coexist with someone unwilling to compromise or accept criticism. Fans of Sister Wives are reacting in waves. Social media has lit up with speculation about whether this marks the true end of Kody's last remaining marriage. Some feel sympathy for Robyn, while others argue that she enabled Kody's behavior for too long and is now facing the consequences. Many point out the irony that the wife who once defended Kody through every fight is now on the receiving end of his anger. Still, there are those who hold out hope that this is just a temporary rift and not a permanent separation. Kody has always been volatile, but he has also shown the capacity to circle back when emotions cool. Whether that happens this time remains uncertain. For now, Kody is laying low, reportedly staying with a friend out of state. He's cut off most communication and hasn't made a public statement. Robyn has also remained silent, only seen in public once since the argument. TLC has not commented, but filming for the next season is rumored to be underway, meaning this dramatic chapter could unfold on screen. The breakdown of Kody and Robyn's relationship marks a critical turning point in the Sister Wives saga. With the other wives gone and the children scattered, Kody was left clinging to the one partnership that seemed unshakable. Now, even that appears to be on the verge of collapse. This moment also highlights a larger issue within the family dynamic: Kody's ongoing unwillingness to take accountability. Whether it's failed marriages, disappointed children, or now a damaged relationship with Robyn, the pattern is the same. When confronted, Kody chooses escape over evolution. Robyn, once the pillar holding him up, now faces a painful decision of her own. Does she continue to wait, hoping Kody returns ready to change? Or does she acknowledge the same hard truths that the other wives ultimately accepted? Kody Brown has made yet another headline-grabbing confession, and this time it's casting a very different light on his once solid relationship with his fourth wife, Robyn Brown. Patriarch of the now disassembled polygamous family is once again under the spotlight after admitting that things with Robyn are not as perfect as they've seemed in public. This latest admission might be the most telling yet, signaling that the last standing Brown marriage could be headed for serious trouble. In a candid, off-script moment during a recent conversation, Kody revealed that he's been feeling trapped in his monogamous-style relationship with Robyn. He acknowledged that his emotional capacity has become stretched thin, and despite Robyn being the only wife remaining in his life, the weight of the past and the burdens of his decisions are beginning to spill into their relationship. Kody stated plainly that he didn't expect his family to fall apart the way it did, and he never planned to live in a monogamous marriage with Robyn alone. According to him, this was never the life he envisioned when he entered into plural marriage. He described his relationship with Robyn as increasingly heavy, saying that it feels like a constant reminder of what he lost, not just the other wives but also many of his children who have grown distant. He explained that Robyn, who once seemed like his refuge and strongest ally, now feels like the last thread tying him to a dream that's unraveled. "It's not her fault," Kody admitted. "But I look at her sometimes and all I can see is the collapse of everything else." These aren't the words of a man who's found peace in his current life. Instead, they reflect deep dissatisfaction, perhaps even regret. Kody's confession shines a glaring light on something many fans and followers have suspected for a long time, that Robyn may not have won after all. While she was perceived by many as Kody's favorite, even the cause of discord among the other wives, she is now being seen as part of a dynamic that's no longer bringing either of them happiness. The relationship between Kody and Robyn has become increasingly strained as they navigate their lives post-polygamy. Robyn, who always desired a large plural family, is now living in a reality completely opposite to that vision. Kody noted that Robyn often expresses sadness and frustration. She feels isolated, burdened by the fact that the other wives and children have walked away, and guilty that she is still the one Kody shares his home with. "There's a sadness in our house now," Kody confessed. "We talk about the future, but it always circles back to the past. There's resentment there, unspoken but felt." Kody acknowledged that he has been emotionally distant even with Robyn, something he says has created a silent wall between them. He admitted to withdrawing, not intentionally, but as a reflex to everything that's happened over the past few years. "I'm not as present as I should be," he said. "I carry guilt. I carry disappointment. And I know Robyn feels it too, even if she doesn't say it." He also touched on the fact that they no longer communicate the way they used to. Conversations that once came easily are now heavy, often centered around what they could have done differently. Robyn, despite her loyalty and commitment, is reportedly exhausted. Kody mentioned that she has become less enthusiastic about the future and more prone to silence when they discuss anything related to the family or the show. Perhaps the most alarming part of Kody's confession is his admission that he's not sure how long they can keep going like this. While he was clear in saying he doesn't want to end the relationship, he also expressed that the connection they once had is slipping. "I love Robyn," he said, "but love doesn't always look like it used to. Sometimes love just looks like surviving together." The emotional wear and tear from the fallout with Mary, Janelle, and Christine has clearly taken its toll. Kody revealed that he still struggles to make sense of how quickly everything fell apart, and the reality that his children, especially after the heartbreaking loss of Garrison, have grown increasingly distant only adds to his emotional weight. Robyn, in many ways, has become the last visible symbol of a broken dream. He mentioned that they've discussed therapy both as individuals and as a couple, but even that has proven difficult to navigate. Robyn is said to be reluctant to open up publicly, and Kody, overwhelmed by a sense of personal failure, struggles to fully engage. "It's not just about us anymore," he said. "It's about the wreckage we're standing in."